Hi, this is John Erickson, Director of Instruction at Swan Lake Resort.
Hi, I'm Terry, the Academy Fitness Advisor. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen,
To the Friday Fix.
In a previous episode of the Friday Fix, John Erickson, your golf professional, was talking about elevating your arms over your head. If you have difficulty in doing that, there's an easier stretch if it's not a skeletal issue. By placing your arms over the frame of a doorway of your house and leaning in, that will start to loosen up. Raise your arms, lean in. Raise your arms, lean in. This stretch, what it's doing is the lower you have your arms, it's the pec major. The higher you have your arms, turns into a pec minor. It also stretches the major back muscles and shoulder muscle for your golf swing. In one of John's previous episodes, he talked about wrist, forearm rotation. If you are having any pains in that, or golf elbow, tennis elbow, what generally happens is the muscles on top of the forearm are overcompensating for the muscles underneath the forearm. To develop the muscles underneath the forearm, grab an exercise band, hold it with one end on the loop on the foot, and you want to be level and come up. We want to isolate this series of muscles right here. That will relieve the pressure in the elbow. One of the best ways to warm up your hips for an activity like golf or tennis is a dynamic warm-up. Lift your hip to where your thigh is level, rotate it out and back down, up, out, down, and then you want to do that on both sides. There we go. You always want to go front to back and back to front. That way you're balanced.
So Terry, one of the screenings that I do is I have people move to the edge of the chair so they have a straight back, their knees over their ankles. And what I do is I put this on their shoulders and they cross their arms. And I want to make sure that they can rotate 45 degrees at least. You know, that's probably 80 both ways. Okay? Now I have yet to see anyone not pass this screen. And yet I see them in their golf swing not making and not utilizing that flexibility. I'm going to leave it to you. Can you explain to us why?
In this position, sitting on a chair, your lower body has become stable. So because of the stability, you're able to at least go 45 degrees, which would be right about there. Because I am more stable and more flexible, I can pretty much do 90 degrees in both directions. The reason is because of the stability of the chair. We're not using our leg muscles. When we get up and in our golf posture, a couple things happen. We lose a stability by having an arched lower back. It needs to be flat. Our legs need to be slightly bent, just off of straight. And the adductors in the legs are the power, stability, force in the golf swing, because it's a rotation as opposed to standing up and tilting. With that right tilt, we're coming over the top and the ball's going left to right. With a rotational swing, the ball is going right down the target line because the club is going down the target line. This is the stability to make that happen. One of the ways to increase balance and stability in life, golf, or any activity is to activate the stability muscles and balance muscles that are in your upper thighs and lower trunk. One of the best ways that can happen is while you're brushing your teeth, put a 2x4 on the floor. And while you're brushing your teeth, you can just start doing heel lifts. This will strengthen the foot muscle, ankle muscle, and lower leg muscles, calf muscles. This is also starting to stabilize the adductors and abductors in the legs. Okay? While you're brushing your teeth, you can also do squats. So you're brushing your teeth and you're doing squats. Don't let your knees collapse in, because that's putting pressure on your hips. If you notice your knees collapsing in, place a basketball between your legs and do squats. Do not let your knees pass your toes. So you don't want this to happen. You want to come back and you want to do this. Okay? Notice the pressure in your feet, because it's the same in the golf swing. It doesn't change as you move. That will also help with an early extension if you have that syndrome. John, before I let you go, I want to let everybody else know that there is going to be an open house coming up. John will have the details at the end of the video. The open house will be individual screening for your specific limitation. I'll have my table and supplies here, and we'll test all the major muscles for range of motion, flexibility, and stability. Also, there's going to be a class that's coming up. John will have the details on that, so we can increase strength and stability before April comes around. We have the month of March to play around and get you strong and flexible so you can hit the ball golfing. See you soon.
Hey, everybody listen, this is important.
Hi, and I'm Terry, advisor to the Academy for Fitness. No, I just screwed that up.
That's okay.
Hang on. Now or I'm trying to think of something.
And finally,